Sponsored by
PNG Jewelers.
Bharat is celebrating its 75th Republic Day today, showcasing the strength and courage of the largest democratic nation's growing defense sector. As the entire nation geared up for a momentous platinum celebration of the country's Republic Day on January 26, with an enthralling showcase of its military prowess and rich cultural heritage at the majestic Kartavya Path in the national capital, President Droupadi Murmu led the country in the grand celebration in its journey of Amrit Kaal that began post the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations to commemorate 75 years of the country's independence. On the eve of the 75th Republic Day, Viksit Bharat's rich cultural diversity, the Aatmanirbhar military prowess, and the growing Nari Shakti were the dominating themes of the 90-minute parade that was graced by French President Emmanuel Macron as chief guest this year. For the first time ever, an all-women tri-service contingent marched down the Kartavya Path. Women pilots also enthralled the audience during the Indian Air Force's flypast representing Nari Shakti. On the eve of the 75th Republic Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi exhorted the armed forces, the military civilian bureaucracy, and the Defence Research and Development Organization to get their act together, erase cost overruns and project delays, and focus on making Aatmanirbhar Bharat a success in terms of defence manufacturing. Earlier on January 13, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, committed to ensuring accountability in Bharatiya defence planning, had conducted a high-level review meeting with top officials. Currently, Bharat's reputation in the defence sector is transitioning from that of an importer to an exporter, with an increasing global demand for weapons manufactured in Bharat. On January 24 this year, the Defence Research and Development Organization announced that Bharat is set to commence the export of the ground system for the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile within the next 10 days. Additionally, the missiles associated with the system are scheduled to be dispatched by March of this year. Dr. Sameer V. Kamath, the chairman of DRDO, revealed in an interview with ANI that the initial set of BrahMos missile system is anticipated to reach the Philippines by the end of March. This export deal with the Philippines represents Bharat's most significant defense export contract with any foreign nation to date. According to his assessment, over the last 5 to 7 years, more than 60 to 70% of the products have been newly introduced. Bharat is presently engaged in exporting its products to over 85 countries. Over the past decade, significant strides have been made in achieving self-sufficiency in defense. The Bharatiya industry has showcased its design and development capabilities on a global scale, with 100 companies currently involved in exporting defense products. Notable items among the exported platforms include the Dornier 228, 155mm advanced towed artillery gun, BrahMos missile, Akash missile system, radars, simulators, mine-protected vehicles, armored vehicles, Pinaka rockets and launchers, ammunitions, thermal imagers, body armor, and more. The Defence Ministry's year-end review report highlights a growing global demand for LCA Tejas, BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, Akash defence missile system, light combat helicopter, aircraft carrier, and other related defence items. It is important to highlight that in January 2022, Bharat entered into a $375 million deal with the Philippines to supply the shore-based anti-ship variant of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. While several nations in South Asia, such as Indonesia and Vietnam, have prominently expressed their keen interest in acquiring BrahMos missiles, the Latin American nations, African countries, and Southeast Asian countries have lately been showing the greatest interest in Bharatiya weapons. Considering the escalating demand for our arms, it is anticipated that Bharat will establish itself as a significant contributor to global defense exports in the upcoming years. In the previous year, there were reports indicating that Vietnam is looking to finalize a deal valued at $625 million with Bharat for the procurement of BrahMos missile. According to the reports, the government's sustained policy efforts and significant contribution from the defense industry have led to a notable surge in defense exports. In the fiscal year 2022-23, exports reached an impressive rupees 16,000 crore, marking a significant increase of rupees 3,000 crore compared to the previous fiscal year. The report also highlights that this figure represents a more than tenfold increase since the 2016-17 fiscal year. Meanwhile, Bharat's 75th Republic Day parade, which was based on the twin themes of Viksit Bharat and Bharat Loktantra Ki Matruka, witnessed the participation of around 13,000 special guests, an initiative to provide an opportunity to people from all walks of life to take part in these celebrations and encourage Jan Bhagidari in this national festival. The much-anticipated ceremony began with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the National War Memorial, where he led the nation in paying solemn tributes to the fallen heroes by laying a wreath. As the nation celebrates its 75th Republic Day today, the parade, heralded by over 100 women artists playing Bharatiya musical instruments, commenced with the music of Shankh, Nadswaram, Nagara, etc., played by the women artists. In the presence of President Droupadi Murmu and her French counterpart Emmanuel Macron, the national flag was unfurled, followed by national anthem with a booming 21-gun salute.